I'm back for Dossiers' ongoing coverage of Fragadelphia 19. I'm here with Innocent from Team KOLESIE,
KOLESIE, yes.
KOLESIE, following their win over Cooking to eliminate the Canadians. So you lost the Game Hunters to start off your run in the group, and then you beat the Canadians. How are you feeling coming out of that second match?
Yeah, the second match was okay. Like we expected to beat them. Obviously, we also expected us to beat the Game Hunters and also M80. So like this game was probably the easiest one. Like with all due respect, of course. But yeah, it was just normal. We are more concerned about losing the first one.
And yeah, that first loss to Game Hunters, the three-mapper loss to the Brazilians, they're one of the lower-ranked Brazilian teams you in the scene currently. What do you think went wrong against that squad?
Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like they obviously played a bit different, let's say, that we are used to. It's normal, but it's also like a big part of. I think we just didn't ping pong enough. Like we didn't ping pong at all. So basically, like no pressure on the map happened, and it was all had to be like stressed calls at the end of the rounds. It happened to us previously, but like last 2 months or so, we kind of make it work to eliminate that stuff, and we actually started to play really good, which make us consider going here because we felt like we really deserve better ranking that we have. And yeah, we played against these guys yesterday and we won, and today we lost. So we will need to just review that, talk about the issues that I found. I'm like the issues of this game are pretty clear to me. So I hope we can eliminate them and like take the revenge tomorrow if we play against them.
And what made you decide to come to Fragadelphia 19? You're one of two Polish teams here, one of four international squads here. And of course, it's quite expensive to come out to Canada for LAN, I'm sure. So what prompted the decision for you to make it over here, especially as an orgless team?
Yeah, so like when we decided we will leave Rebels, we also like thought that the organization wouldn't send us at any tournament, and we just found out that Fragadelphia could probably give us something that is almost impossible to reach online, unless you are like super good all the time and you don't lose to random teams. Obviously, some cheaters, let's say, which is like common problem right now. So it's pretty tough to rank up playing on the lower stages of the international tournaments. So we thought this is a chance to actually speedrun the ranking climbing. And yeah, we found help from Store Media, the agency, and the sponsors, Cisco Skins and Pirate Swap, and they just gave us money to come here, which we greatly appreciate, of course. And yeah, that's basically it. We didn't even think of like winning prize money or something. Like VRS is the only thing that comes to our mind to go there, which is why it's pretty sad today because we already could gain a lot of points. But yeah.
You mentioned how hard it is for a team of your level in Europe to climb the VRS rankings. One of the issues you touched on there is the fact of cheaters in your scene. There's been so many accusations flying recently in European competitions, especially in these online cups that are so frequent in Europe. I remember SDY from ENS a while ago was very vocal about that, and so were his teammates, Excaperse and their coach, of course. Do you think there's a rampant cheating issue in the European online scene right now?
I think it is a really big issue, and I mean, I don't like to just throw accusation that someone is cheating and stuff, but like those clips that ENS guys were posting, like this is pretty blatant, right? Like you cannot explain that stuff. So like I'm not like the first one to jump into conclusions instantly because CS online is kind of random. People often don't care if they lose this round or this game because there is always another match or so they just do random stuff, push the smokes, blah blah, and sometimes it looks maybe fishy, but it's just random. But yeah, like those guys that ENS played a couple of times, I guess it was pretty obvious that this is cheats. And yeah, I think there is much more to it, and there is many teams that are doing it, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of connected to like rather match fixing than cheating to be better team. Yeah, so because you can bet that you will take one map of the really good ranked team and you just cheat your way into this map and then you lose 2-1. So there's like, I don't know, there's tons of problems and I'm not sure what is the solution. Like right now we don't have any.
Do you think tournament organizers perhaps need to put more value into something like the eye test from experienced players like you? Of course, you've been around since 1.6, so when you accuse someone, your name carries some weight. Or when players like the ENS players, when players in sort of that level, accuse players, it's kind of it brings a lot of attention. So, clearly the anti-cheat isn't working. Clearly the admins are missing some steps. Do you think we need to like move to more of like an old school 1.6 where like if a bunch of people accuse someone, they need to be removed from the scene, or what's the potential solution here?
Like honestly, in my eyes, the only solution right now is good that like tournament organizers are like trying to implement the good camera angles and all the other stuff. But I'm not sure how this works right now because previously you could just cheat from the coach. Right now it's pretty tough, right? Because you cannot be on the server. But there was this new update of ECA that implemented coaching back again. So yeah, it's really good change because teams deserve to have a coach. But at the same time, you have webcams for the players, and coach still could cheat from the coach perspective, which is both good and bad then because you get a coach, but you get potential cheater again. So like really, I'm not sure if there is any solution really to like solve this. Obviously, you can try. The webcam angles and all the other stuff is really good, but I guess the anti-cheat would be the best answer to it, and we know how fast Valve works with that stuff. So, like, I really really don't know.
Earlier, you mentioned the departure from Spanish organization Rebels, and it was quite novel for them, a Spanish org to pick up a Polish team. That was an interesting combination there. But with that, why did they ultimately decide to drop the squad?
Uh, yeah, like I would call it. Yeah, we were good with the rebels guys. Yeah, so it was just a mutual decision, let's say. Like, but long story short, I don't think that right now it is enough to have organization that will pay you a salary. Not with the current meta, right? You have to go to VRS tournaments, you have to travel, you have to go, even though it's not profitable for the organization to send you to a LAN tournament and not get back money in the winnings because, like, if you don't grind up with the VRS, then you won't get any money in any other place. So, like to us, it was pretty tough that we didn't have a single bootcamp this year, even though we asked for it many times, and also we couldn't go to any VRS tournament that like the Biok stuff like here in Fragadelphia. So like to me it was pointless to keep it. Also we from the defensive side towards the organization we also didn't have any results because we were pretty screwed with VRS since the beginning of the year. We had only one chance, and it was because like past year we didn't play many events like online because we were like shadow banned because of some players in the team before. So after the changes, we didn't have any scores because we only played like good events. And obviously, like if you are not like top team, you don't get many points from these events because let's say RMR, we go 0-3, we didn't get any points. On Elisa LAN, we could have won against Heroic, but we lost, so we didn't get points there either. So we just didn't have anything, and we had only one shot at the tournament, or two actually, and one of them we screwed it up ourselves because we were winning against Aurora back then, the Russian guys, like 11-2 on Train City, and we lost this game third map. And instead of going first place in the ECL group, we went fourth or something. So it was already tough back there. So like we didn't use the chances, we didn't have results, we didn't have anything that from our organization that we could benefit from. So it was just basically pointless to continue with each other. And it's much better to just try to rank up and maybe get approached by some other organization that would be willing to do that.
With that in mind, the fact that you are trying to climb the VRS and you are taking on these expenses of traveling to international tournaments and all of that, traveling to international tournaments and all of that, is this roster planning on sticking together while you search for a new org? Do you want to does the team have a clear conviction to stick together as a 5-man unit?
Like it was our initial goal to stick together, and like we wanna do it because everyone feels like comfortable with each other, and we see that we leveled up. Probably we didn't show this today, sadly, but it was like completely different side. It was the side from past 3 months or something, and right now we were playing good. And yeah, but obviously, like if the scores will not come in the near future or something, then everyone will be free to like explore their options. Everyone obviously received some offers. Some are good, some are better. Maybe like some players have much higher potential right now and are more valued in the market. But yeah, at the end of the day, we have like the gentleman agreement that we will stick together for some time. And yeah, if someone decides to go against this gentleman agreement, we cannot hold it back because it's at the end of the day, everyone would think of themselves the most. So yeah, but I hope we will. Like I'm pretty sure if we do good here, no one will ever think of changing the team. So.
And what are you looking for? You know, you've been in the scene for an incredibly long time, having represented both Polish squads and international squads, notably Team Secret, Mad Lions, and Sprout all the way back in the day. Let's say you do decide to move on from this roster sometime in the future. Are you looking to go back to international, or are you looking to kind of finish your career in the Polish scene?
Mm, I'm 100% wouldn't play again in a Polish team, apart from these guys. So I could get my shot on the international, obviously, but I'm also a big realist when it comes to that, and like the results were pretty bad. Maybe after last year or so, it would be like much higher chances. I had some offers to IGL in the international teams. I have 2 or 3 even right now, but it's also like sometimes I'm wondering what would be the best solution for me. But like for now, I want to stick with this team. I want to do the best I can for them, and yeah, obviously I won't play as long as they would, as they will play. But yeah, I like ideal scenario would be to stick with these guys until the very end, and just make wonders together. I know it's like really tough right now, but I'm pretty sure if we do good here, like some good things will happen, and everyone would believe in themselves because, like in CS, like head is most important and stuff. So like one good result could push you like far back. We did it in the 2017, I think, with the Penta roster or something. We just made a team, and we just started winning. Everyone kept believing, and I think we were the first team to make a major from open qualifiers back then, since the minors and stuff. Some teams did it after, but I think we were the first. So it was just all like believing in yourself. So.
And then going on, of course, to go to seed and then to be, Sprout. And then with that, you definitely, if not the first team from Open Qualifier, I think you were the first Open Qualifier international team. That was a really early predecessor of teams that eventually become like FaZe or Mnmzzz that are now, international titans. Final question for you: with MAD are currently a map up against Game Hunter, so it's looking like you are going to have to face them again in a rematch. How are you feeling about the prospects of taking that rematch versus the Brazilian squad?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting game because we already, like, this is one thing that we already played them once, twice, and we will play them third time out of like 5 games in the single tournament. So it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's 1-1 against them, so it's gonna be interesting game. I'm not sure if they will allow us to pick Ancient again. Maybe after the M80, maybe we learned them something actually, and we built some Brazilian Titan again, because like their Ancient was pretty bad when I was looking at it, and now they forced M80 to overtime, so it was interesting. But yeah, I hope we will wake up tomorrow with the new phase. We will obviously talk a lot today and like review the game, and like I know when we will play our game, we will probably finish this 2-0, but. Like today we didn't, and we lost the game. So like I won't drop any angry words. But yeah, I hope we will just make it, and I strongly believe that tomorrow we will wake up as a good team, not the bad one that we were today.
All right, that's Innocent from KOLESIE. They'll be taking on Game Hunters sometime in the future. Thank you so much for your time.